Active drug targeting. Active targeting of drug-loaded nanoparticles enhances the effect of passive targeting to make the nanoparticles more specific to a target size. There are several ways that active targeting can be accomplished. One way to actively target diseased tissues in the body is to know the nature of a receptor on the cell for which the drug will be targeted to. Cell-specific ligands can then be utilized, which will allow the nanoparticles to bind specifically to the cell that has the complementary receptor. This form of active targeting was found to be successful when utilizing transferrin as the cell-specific ligand. The transferrin was conjugated to the nanoparticle to target tumor cells that possesses transferrin receptor-mediated endocytosis mechanism on their membrane. This means of targeting was found to increase the uptake that was actually opposed to non-conjugated nanoparticles. Active targeting can also be achieved by utilizing magnetoliposomes, which usually serve as a contrast agent in magnetic resonance imaging, commonly known as MRI. Thus, by grafting these liposomes with the desired drug to deliver to a region of the body, magnetic positioning could aid with this process. Furthermore, a nanoparticle could possess the capability to be activated by a trigger that is specific to the target site, such as utilizing materials that are pH responsive. Most of the body has a consistent neutral pH. However, some areas of the body are naturally more acidic than others, and thus nanoparticles can take advantage of the stability by releasing the drug when it encounters a specific pH. Another specific triggering mechanism is based on the redox potential. One of the side effects of tumor is hypoxia, which alters the redox potential in the vicinity of the tumor. By modifying the redox potential that triggers the payload release, the vesicles can be selective to different types of tumors. That's all from today's class. We should conclude it by revising what we have already discussed. So, in conclusion, we can say that by utilizing both passive and active drug targeting, a drug-loaded nanoparticle has a heightened advantage over conventional drug. It is able to circulate throughout the body for an extended period of time until it is successfully attracted to its target through the use of cell-specific ligands, magnetic positioning, or pH-responsive materials. Because of these advantages, side effects from the conventional drugs will be largely reduced as a result of the drug-loaded nanoparticles affecting only diseased tissues. However, an emerging field known as nanotoxicology has concerns that the nanoparticles themselves could pose a threat to both the environment and the human health with side effects of their own. Active targeting can also be achieved through peptide-based drug targeting system. For questions, you can write an email to humera.server@hamdard.edu.pk or you can use HULMS. Let's call it a day.